He was just such an amazing person, unlike anybody that I've ever met before. And even from the first time that I saw him, I was just blown away. Like, oh man, I've got to meet this guy. He knew exactly how I felt about him and how I was just so proud of him for all the work that he did and the times that he had to be away. And he was a giant teddy bear, even though he was 6'6" and could do anything. He was just a real sweetheart.
He caught eye with me, and he came over and talked with me and asked me to take a walk with him on the docks, and so we did, and we just had the greatest conversation, and he ended up getting my number and called me later that night, and we ended up just spending the next 2 weeks together before he had to go off for his next training. So he was super sweet, and I just fell for him right away. He loved fishing. That was the number one thing that he loved to do on the weekends. We spent a lot of time out on the water just enjoying the salty air, and anytime that he had the opportunity to put a line in the water, he would. He played water polo at the Air Force Academy, and he just really enjoyed the beach. He really was just a loyal guy, very humble and very sweet, and tender to his family. Derek and I got married in 2003, and right off the bat we discovered that we were pregnant with Logan. So 9 months later, little Logan was on his way, and Derek, he could not have been more happy to have a son.
We'd go out on the boat, we'd go to the pier fishing, and we enjoyed just being outside together. It was something that was really important to us, made us feel closer to God and to each other, and we just really enjoyed that. I know that when he was, going into his career, he had heard about SOWF, and I know that that made him feel comfortable that if something ever did happen, which it probably won't, is what he told me, that Logan and I would be taken care of.
Memorial Day of 2005 was like any other day during deployment. Derek had been deployed since February, and so it had been a couple months, and we had a routine of just emailing, and he would call when he could. That morning I woke up and I checked my email. I wrote him a little email saying what we were doing for the day, and my mom was actually going to come over and babysit Logan while I went and did some volunteer work. So that morning I happened to take Derek's truck for no other reason than I was just missing him a little bit, and so I took his truck, and I remember driving past a cemetery, and they were putting up flags for Memorial Day, so I remember it caught my eye. It was a couple hours later that I got a call from my mom, and she said that there were some people there from the squadron that needed to talk to me. So I am from a military family myself, and I knew that it probably wasn't great news that they had for me. So I drove home. It took about 15 minutes, and when I got there were some guys in their blue uniforms, and they were there to tell me that Derek had been in an aircraft accident and that he did not survive. After Derek died, it was really hard to know that he was the finality of him not coming back after all of his teammates and buddies came back from deployment, and just knowing that he wasn't going to be there with them to get off the plane, and I wasn't going to welcome him home. So it was hard for me to navigate and find a new normal. I had a great support system in my family. They were there to help me a lot, and also the squadron, my military family, were just great and checking in on me. I also was very blessed with some friendships through this tragedy. There were 2 other widows involved in the accident that Derek was involved with. So we were really just bonded by the circumstance, and God had just placed us together to strengthen each other. And so just taking it one day at a time, and just leaning on people when I wasn't strong enough myself, and just leaning on my faith and knowing that it's okay not to understand why this happened, but to know that I was not alone in it.
In special operations, you truly are family from start to finish. So about a week after Derek had died, somebody from SOWF came up and told me that when Logan got old enough that his college would be paid for. It's just helped me to not have to worry about that piece of Logan's life, his education, which is hugely important to both Derek and I. I won't always understand or know why Derek had to die so young, but I don't have to figure that stuff out. I feel like I've grown in the person that I am through the tragedy that we went through, and I can see my son growing and figuring life out even through this tragedy, and how we are able to be in contact with people that we never would have probably been in contact with through Derek's death.
We have a full house of 4 children, Logan, Evelyn, Luke, and Landon, and we just stay busy, and we have God as the center of our family. And my husband Todd actually went to the Air Force Academy with Derek, and they graduated the same year. So we have just a super special connection, all of us, and we just keep the faith. I feel like SOWF has done such an amazing job honoring my husband. Just knowing that we had this organization to back us up if anything were to ever happen to him. I know for him that was such a relief, and he was able to do the job that he needed to do when he was working. So SOWF has just come along beside us, and just through helping us, that is honoring him, and I couldn't ask for anything more than that.
Logan's got his own things that he wants to conquer in this world, and I feel that SOWF will be there for every step. Logan has a very good team right at his doorway, just to help him to enter into that next phase of life that he's going to be very soon. It's just been wonderful. It's something that I don't think we could have done on our own.
Over the past 15 years, we have received letters and stories from Derek's friends and classmates and teammates, all sharing a little part of their life that Derek had affected. And so Logan and I are able to read these and just laugh and find out something new or remember. And I think it's really helped Logan to know the man that his father was. Logan has a lot of traits that his father had, whether it be likes or dislikes, or the way that they swing their arm when they walk, or the sense of humor, or the way both of their noses are a little bit crooked. And so I think Logan is definitely a legacy of his father. And Logan will make his own path in life, but he'll always be connected to his father and know him, and know that his dad loved him more than anything in the entire world.
Being part of a special operations community is unique. It's been 15 years since Derek's died, and I still am contacted by people in his squadron, and just even Derek's friends will write me letters. And so I think people just continuing to tell me stories and share stories with Logan, and just to remember him and to say his name, those are huge. I mean, that's all I could ever ask for, is that people would just remember him and share his stories, share them with Logan, and that is like the best gift ever.
My greatest hope for Logan as he grows into the man that he'll become is that he knows how much that he's loved and how much that he's wanted, and I pray that he keeps his sense of adventure, and he keeps strong in the Lord, and he is a warrior. No matter what he does in life, that he stays true to who he is.
He's aspired to maybe go to the Air Force Academy, or maybe not. Maybe he will just be a scientist or a Indiana Jones type guy. I don't know. But yeah, I just want him to never lose sight of just that adventurous, side of him. His dad loved treasure stories and adventures and going off on hunting or fishing, and just so I hope that Logan can just always have that inside of him, never lose that, never get bitter, and use the story of his life to go and affect other people and to help other people.
Special Operations Warrior Foundation has been a part of our life now for 15 years. Since the very first week that Derek died, when Logan was only 10 months old, I had somebody from the organization come up to me and say, hey, I know you're not thinking of this now, but when Logan is ready for college, we're going to come beside you and help you with that and help pay for his college. So, of course, at that time, I didn't realize the magnitude of what the organization was, but they have been by our side every year, checking on Logan and making sure his progress with school is on track, providing tutoring assistance, advice, camps to help him figure out what college he might want to attend. And so we are super grateful and blessed to be a part of this organization, and so very thankful for the people that have come along beside us and helped us along the way. To those of you that have supported SOWF, I just want to take a moment to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You might not see it every day, the effect that you have on families like mine, but you have taken something that is a deep tragedy and a loss and made blessings from it. So those that have donated their time and their finances to make SOWF possible, I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping a family like mine.
I know that they have made Derek so proud. I know he'd be so thankful and so proud that this is something that is taken off of our shoulders as far as Logan's education. It's something that we don't have to worry about. And so you don't have to give, but you do, so that, we can be taken care of. And I am so grateful and thankful for those that have sacrificed in the way of giving so that my husband could go do what he wanted to do and fight for America. And so I'm so thankful for, I say over and over again, for a grateful America, for those that have given of themselves time and financially to be able to help the members of Special Operations, the widows and the children who have lost their parent to this war. We're so thankful to be part of that family, and I'm forever grateful.